check. 1, 2, 3, 4. Mic check. How do you copy me?
Hotel room scale on the desk.
1, 2. There we go. Who's ready?
Dreaming about the next big chest. Desert markets, ocean ports, whispers in a hidden court. Map lines, red ink, folded corners, X mark secrets in the borders. I'm a golden silver stacker on the run. Circle the globe till the treasure's done. You should subscribe. Join the crustacean nation. Yeah, free silver, free gold for the whole foundation. Golden silver stacker, never alone. Never every dream turning into stone. You should subscribe. Join the crustacean nation. Free silver and gold for old ship bell in a coastal town, a rusty safe getting dragged out now. Ancient coins in a dusty tray, shine 'em up, watch the years fall away. Border trains through the midnight haze, customs line, keep the nerves in place. Secret pockets sewn inside my coat, every bar another little vote. From Tokyo nights to Rio sun, from Arctic ice
Who's ready?
to island drums.
Who
Every
is
stamp
ready?
on my page, another drop in the wave. Silver stackers, answer the call.
Let's go.
Voices rise like a tidal wall. From Tokyo nights to Rio sun, from Arctic ice to island drums. Every stamp on my page, another drop in the wave. From Tokyo nights to Rio sun, from Arctic ice to island drums.
Smash that like button if you're ready. We got late breaking news. We got silver and gold updates. We're going to watch the market open in just 5 minutes and 15 seconds. 30 likes from 100. I know we can do it. Who's ready?
Stacks of silver, stacks of gold, digging treasure, riches untold. International stacker, here to say, shiny vibes coming your way. Silver shines, gold's the glow. Stack it high, watch it grow. Giveaways for all, feel the thrill. International stacker.
It's chasing that mill. M-I-L-L. Come on.
Coins and bars, rare to find. Treasure hunting, one of a kind. Join the crew, let's explore. Stack up wealth and so much more. a chance. Treasure calls, we're in a dance. Silver shines, gold's the glow. Stack it high, watch it grow. Giveaways for all, feel the thrill. International stacker that mill. So hit that flow, join the quest. Riches await.
3 minutes and 30 seconds will be live, talking silver and gold, watching the market open. Massive updates. Who's ready? Let's go. Top off your coffees, grab a snack. 3 minutes away from the show. Are we going to have a big show? That's the question. Are we going to need a baby gator? That's the question. Keep smashing that like. We're only one away from 100. 2 minutes and 50 seconds. Let's go.
Chasing that mill. Crabs are grooving side to side. Ocean waves where dreams collide. Claws are up, the beat we chase. Treasure gleaming, golden space. Get your claws up, don't delay. Yeah, join the party night and day. Gold and silver is the key. Crustacean nation, dance with me.
1 minute, 45 seconds. Who's ready? Drop a crab in chat.
Gold and silver, who wants it all? Are you ready for
Drop a crab in chat if you're ready. Smash that like.
We're the crew, the Shell Brigade. Treasures found, the music's played. Get your claws up, don't delay. Yeah, join the party night and day.
Let's go.
And silver is the key.
Yes.
Nation, dance with me.
Let's get it. We're going to be live in just 1 minute. Late breaking news. The gold and silver market opening. What's going to happen? Smash that like, subscribe. We're going to be started here in just under a minute.
Played by hand. We're the crew, the Shell Brigade. Treasures found, the music's played. Get your claws up in the sky.
Let's go.
International stacker, he's our guy.
Let's go.
Gold and silver is the key. Crustacean nation, dance with me.
Yes. Let's get it.
Dance with me. Dance with me.
Do you want the old school intro or the little kid intro? Quick. Do you want the old school intro or the little kid intro? Quick, quick, quick. Let me know in chat. What's up, Daniel from Poland?
Dance with
That's awesome.
me.
Dziękuję bardzo. One stacker on a journey to find silver. International Stacker. What is up, ladies and gentlemen? The name's International Stacker, coming to you live from Key West, Florida, where I am closer to Cuba than a Walmart. Four-time Crystal Light champion, 1,900 videos around the world on gold and silver adventures. And guys, I have a brand new video dropping tomorrow morning, Friday. So be on the lookout for that. Check out the videos. Check out the long-form videos. A lot of good topics, a lot of things going on. And on this channel, we literally travel the world. This video was in Poland. This one was in the Czech Republic. So we get around. You know what else gets around is the silver and gold price. And overnight, it was a fight up to a high of $86.33. Then we got smacked down. Then we came up. Then we moved over here. But I want to show you guys something that happened yesterday. Where is it? Where is it? There was a gap, but it got filled. Here it is. So yesterday, here we go. So yesterday, I'm sorry, that 86 was the high yesterday. The high last night was 84.67. So right here, we have a new gap. Gappy McGafferson, but here's the good news. It gapped and it automatically filled, so we can delete that. That gap has been filled, so let's delete that down. Let's go here. Let's go here. And after all that, after all the smackdowns and attacks, we continue to move sideways and consolidate. Someone called it a crab walk. $82.80. Now, we do have a gap right below it. And one right below that. So it's possible we bounce down, fill those, hopefully, and build a stronger base to go higher. We'll see what happens today. But currently trading at 82.78. That was the all-time high like a month ago. 82.78. A month ago, we were dancing and celebrating in the streets at 82.78. So keep that just in the back of your head. Let's check the futures price. 82.68. So, ladies and gentlemen, our first alert of the stream. We are in backwardation, and that's when the silver futures price is cheaper than the current spot price. That signals instability. That signals tightness in the physical market. And we're going to be covering some breaking news here in 1 second that talks about that tightness in the market. But first, let's go here and see what happened with gold. Gold as well. Let me see. Yeah, gold had a gap up as well right here yesterday. So remember, every day between 5 and 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, the markets, the COMEX closes for a 1 hour break. So when it opened, both gold and silver did gap up. But again, just like silver, that was immediately filled. So I didn't even have a chance to mark that one. Currently trading sideways at $5,053.70. Some would call that a crab walk. Guys, I'm extremely happy we stayed above 5,000, and I'm happy we stayed above 80. Today is Thursday, right? We still got one more day. Yeah, today is Thursday. Yeah, today is Thursday. So we'll see what happens, but something shocking has been going on. So this is the COMEX. This is their own data. And remember, every contract on the COMEX is 5,000 physical ounces. They did recently launch the 100-ounce contract. We'll talk about that again later, but this is the one that matters. This is the one you can actually take physical delivery of silver on. The 100-ounce one you can't. We had all these days over a billion fake paper ounces traded in a single day. Remember, we produce about 835 million ounces a year annually. We consume more than 1.2 billion. The normal volume for this in normal times was 60 to 80,000, which represented about 300 to 400 million paper ounces. Now, here's the interesting thing. This week, so on Monday, 100, what is that, the 9th? 106,000 contracts. Then here, down to 78,000 contracts. That's about 391 million ounces of silver. Yesterday was only 94,000 contracts. That's about 134 million ounces. And this kind of coincides with what we saw, the actions that the Shanghai Future Exchange took on reducing manipulation in Shanghai. I'm not saying they're directly correlated, but I just find it interesting that as Shanghai is busting all these groups and suspending accounts, like we've been covering that ad nauseum on this channel, that all of a sudden the COMEX trading volume goes back into normal levels. Is it because there's a spotlight on it? Is there something happening in the background we don't know about? But we have gone literally months and months not being at these levels of volume. And all of a sudden, we're here again. So I just find that extremely interesting. I'm curious on your guys' opinion. Let me know in chat if you think there's a correlation. Gold to silver ratio is currently at 61.11 ounces of silver to 1 ounce of gold. Yesterday, we got to, back in the 50s, 59.18 thereabouts, it looks like. And we could very quickly do that again today. So we're going to keep an eye on that. But one thing we want to keep an eye out on this morning is the Shanghai Futures Exchange is going to start trading in a little bit. Handful of minutes. So the question is, are you team green? Are you team red? Do you think we're going to gap up or gap down? Now let's review. Yesterday we gapped down. The day before we gapped up. The day before that we gapped down. The day before that we gapped down. The day before that we gapped up. So what do you guys think? So let me draw some trend lines for you guys. So this is on a kind of an upward trend if you look at the trading segment there. So that is kind of on an uptrend. However, at the end of the day, it was breaking down here. At the end of the day, it was breaking down here, and we had some okay volume, a lot of sell pressure. What do you guys think is going to happen? Are you team green? Are we gapping up? Are you team red? Are we gapping down? Stacy in chat saying, I sent you an email with details about the Silver Eagles. Yes, I saw that, Stacy. I'm going to need some time with that, but I saw it. It's on the top of my list. It's my only unanswered email, guys. I get hundreds of emails, and I work my best to answer them to make sure you guys are heard. Make sure I can answer your questions. And the name is Intl-Stacker. Follow me on X, previously known as Twitter, Intl-Stacker. Unfortunately, international wouldn't fit. And guys, public service announcement. If you go to my channel and click on links, this is all my official social media. I'm not going to contact you on Telegram. I'm not going to contact you on WhatsApp and ask you for money, sell you courses, any of those types of things. There's a lot of impersonators out there pretending to be me, pretending to be other creators like Yankee Stacking, Silver Dragons. We've got them all. Even Backyard Bullying got hit recently. So if any big creator contacts you out of the blue and wants you to contact them on Telegram, WhatsApp, wants your help to move a ton of gold out of Guyana, it's all fake. Don't fall for it. So going here to X, I'm going to cover some news. First off, this one was funny. Grizz this morning said, my grandma just sent me this and said, stop playing with crypto and stack real money. So funny. I doubt that's true, but that's super funny. Okay, so here's we're going to start talking about some news here. And guys, we got 1,000 people on the stream. Thank you so much. 204 likes, 96 more likes to 300. I know we could do that. And ladies and gentlemen, we are at 63,330 subscribers. Only 70 more subscribers, and that triggers the next big show. And if some say if you haven't seen a big show, you haven't lived. Woo! Shotgun Susie saying, I have a chance to buy silver and gold proof set from Atlanta Olympics, yay or nay? Honestly, Shotgun Susie, the Olympics, silver and gold, not a financial advisor, just some dude on the internet with crabs. They don't carry high premiums. They're not highly sought after, so unless you're getting it at spot, I would probably, if you're paying a premium, I would skip it. Now, if you love the Olympics and it's your thing, sure. But if you're doing it for stacking and you're not getting them like at spot or close, unless it's some limited release that has a good resale value, I would probably, I wouldn't be bullish on that. International Stacker, here, I said one of the long-standing watchouts on this channel, guys, and I'll give you guys the watchout situations here this morning. Put watchout in chat if you want to hear them. And, guys, one of the watchouts from yesterday can prove to be true. It was a big smackdown because we did see the U.S. dollar gain some strength, so the GDX here. Let's pull, no. Let's just pull this up prophylactically. That's not it. Oh, not the GDX. DXY. Too many acronyms in my head. Sorry. The US dollar chart. Here we go. So we saw a pop-up yesterday. Where was that? It was probably, it was somewhere around here. We saw a big pop-up in the dollar. Might have been here. And then we saw the inverse correlation in gold and silver. So that was interesting. So that's one of the long-standing watch-out situations. And breaking, says the bull theory, the World Uncertainty Index surged past 2020 pandemic highs. It is now higher than the 2008 Great Financial Crisis. And sometimes, you guys, you'll see GFC. That's the Great Financial Crisis. And even above the 2001 recession peak. Whoa. And guys, if you got questions in chat, I'm going to answer them in a little bit here. I just want to cover the news. The evidence continues to mount. So this is just Dario. He is great on X, previously known as Twitter. So he's talking about SLV, which is an ETF for silver. And guys, real quick, we're just 2 minutes away. 2 minutes away from the market opening here and starting to trade. We'll see volumes continue to increase in New York and Chicago in the U.S., so we'll see what happens there. SLV is perhaps the strongest evidence of how what happened on January 30th in silver was pure price manipulation. All SLV net selling that day was just equivalent to the net buying in January. Those investor stop losses were clearly hunted and triggered in a waterfall, creating the selling cascade. Not surprisingly, the price stopped crashing exactly when it hit the same level as the beginning of the month. And the second attack, February 5th, did not trigger another selling waterfall. As I described in the article below, this price manipulation, combined with banks only temporarily extracting physical silver from SLV, worked very well in bullion banks' favor to settle month-end expiring contracts. However, the physical silver made its way back into SLV, and in all this time, physical shortage problems increased, with physical consistently leaving exchange vaults despite the changes in crash and price. Either banks will deal with their naked shorts by buying back SLV and redeeming SLV baskets, pushing up the spot price again, or they will have to buy back futures contracts at the COMEX and Shanghai Futures Exchange to net their positions, decrease the open interest, and avoid physical delivery. So, guys, there is a shell game that happens with folks playing the game with the COMEX and SLV, and they'll arbitrage between the SLV and the COMEX to try to cover positions, short positions. It's a mess, but people are watching. And this is that big attack, and look at this. This is not normal. This is not normal at all. So people are watching. The evidence is being put out there, and unlike previous great crashes, previous attacks we've seen, they can't cover it up because we got social media. We got the internet. This wasn't shared on this level before. And ladies and gentlemen, the market is now open, and we've got a red candle on silver, 8208 silver, 5,053 gold, green candle. There's something we do on this channel, guys. It's only 10 seconds. Bear with me. Some scientists say it works 90% of the time to turn a red candle green or a green candle into a BGC, a big green candle. Ladies and gentlemen, the baby gator.
Okay, I'm going to try to do the baby gator noise. Here we go. How do you do the baby gator noise? Yeah. I don't know. Whoa, whoa, what was that? It was a giant lizard just jumped. That thing was massive. I thought I actually summoned an alligator for a second there.
It was a massive lizard. It was a giant iguana. And when I made that noise, it like jumped. I have not had an adrenaline rush like that since the 1986 Crystal Light Championship. I'm just saying. It was intense. And ladies and gentlemen, the baby gator appears to be working. It's science. All right, going back to the news here. The COMEX is desperately trying to roll March contracts to May to avoid catastrophic failure. Will it be enough? Just Dario covering here, 2.5 thousand open interest contracts rolled forward from March to May. So I mentioned something before that I thought, one, they're going to continue to try to roll contracts forward, and two, they're going to do that by paying increased prices, premiums, begging people to roll it from March to May. Their very existence is relying on this, and that's the silver futures contract. March 26, open interest at 65,000. So even with 2.5 thousand contracts being rolled over, there's still 65,000. That's 325 million ounces of silver that could be demanded for delivery. And there's currently over 98 million, only 98 million left in the registered, which means it can be delivered. And this number's dropping every day, it seems like. So we're going to keep an eye on that. And a big shout out to Just Dario for that price action there. As people tell you, gold is a thing of the past and a relic. Central banks are stacking it. Oh, that's supposed to say like. Can I correct it still? Are stacking it like their very existence depends on it. So that was from, where did that go? Un momento. Okay, so that's corrected. So this is from Bar Chart. The biggest central bank buyers of gold since 2020. China, Poland, Turkey, India, and Brazil. So this is from 2020 to 2025. And these are tons. 357 tons to China. And guys, I guarantee you, especially China, but a lot of these countries are stacking gold that's off the books, stacking silver that's off the books, guaranteed. But China reported 357 tons. Poland, 314. Turkey, 251, so on and so forth. So as people are telling you it's a thing of the past, central banks are stacking it. I don't know about you, but I'm going to keep stacking. And guys, oh, wow. Robert Woolry, member for over 18 months, saying, I am a Scorpio, so my diamond claws have a backup. That's awesome, Robert. Thank you for being a channel member. Channel members, make sure to use your check out your new custom channel member emojis. And channel members get access to channel member only live streams here on YouTube called The War Room. What happens in the War Room stays in the War Room. And I do want to shout out all the channel members. I really appreciate the support. Shout out to all the Diamond Claws. Who in chat? Who in chat has Diamond Claws? Diamond Claws. If you're not in your crustacean form yet, you can have diamond hands, but eventually they will morph into Diamond Claws. And whoa, Oli Stacker, thank you so much for becoming a Diamond Claw member. Wow, thank you. So here's another post by Bar Chart, and I'm saying canary in the coal mine. Okay, let's see what's going on here. Real estate giant CBRE Group plunged more than 12%. Look at that. There have been only 2 periods of time where the stock has fallen more. One, COVID, which I coined as the beer flu back in the day, and because Corona. And 2, the global financial crisis. Wow. So things are happening in the market. We're seeing different little signs and indicators everywhere, and I'm trying to aggregate everything and share it with you. But here's the real big news this morning. Breaking. COMEX silver just 14 days from total meltdown. Clive Thompson, he's a great creator on YouTube. Make sure to check him out. He lives in Switzerland. I think he's originally from England. But Clive Thompson's latest video exposes the nightmare. Millions of ounces of short, even after thousands of contracts rolled to May. Key dates you can't ignore. February 26th. This is the intent day. That's the game on day. That's where they have to give their intent on what they're doing. March 2nd is a delivery day. It's D-Day. Boom or bust. And March 30th is the last day of the contract. Potential failure to deliver. Possible force majeure could happen. Physical demand is crushing paper promises. This could ignite a silver squeeze and send prices higher. What do you think happened next? Reply below. And that video is there. So if you guys want to watch that, just go to my channel. You'll see that. Oh, and I put this funny one out yesterday. Roz Alert says, breaking, in a new report, a study shows that drinking 2 to 3 cups of coffee a day is linked to lower risk of developing dementia. And I said, wow, Mrs. IS's coffee saving lives now? Ladies and gentlemen, the name's International Stacker, coming to you live from Key West, Florida, where I'm closer to Cuba than a Walmart. And I am sipping on Mrs. International Stacker coffee. What are you sipping on, and where are you at in the world? So we're going to watch the charts here for a second, and I'm going to answer questions. And a big shout out to T-Man Gaming for becoming a Diamond Claw member. Thank you so much. Who in chat has Diamond Claws? Who's got them? All right, let me scroll up here and see what questions I missed as we were opening. 1 second here. Going to your questions. I think we're fill the gaps from yesterday. Maybe we could fill them from yesterday. Let's see here. Would you hire me to be your ex-post proofreader? Maybe the Floyd Lawton. Thank you. Maybe. I may just hire you for that. Tow's in the house sipping coffee, says AG Farmer. Okay, make sure, guys, if you have questions, when you put them in chat, put at International Stacker, because it makes it orange for me. It makes it orange for me. So then that tells me there's a question, and I look at that. Otherwise, I can't see all the chat going. And guys, shout out to Designer Gas Club. He is doing a remodel of our Discord server, making it more and more crustacean ready. So thank you so much, Designer Gas Club. AG Farmer saying, how did Rat Stacker's game go? It went fine. It went good. She performed well. Florida Man Racer, don't believe that coffee article. I drink 4 cups every day and I still can't find my car keys, says Florida Man Racer. That's funny. I got my first Perth coins yesterday. Wow. Nice. When did you order them? Like 6 months ago? Let's go to the Perth Mint. Let's see. Oh, and we do have a new announcement from... so let's go to the Perth Mint. Let's go to ATMEX. The CEO of ATMEX did put out a new letter. I have not read it yet. I meant to do that before we went live, but I forgot. Oh! Breaking! The Perth Mint is saying they're still having no issues, but you go to the website. System maintenance. We'll be back soon. Okay, ATMEX, here's the new message here. I got to the first paragraph and I couldn't finish it. But basically saying people are upset. They know people are upset. They're trying their best. But let's see if there's any meat and potatoes here. Customer orders starting tomorrow. Orders received 3 business days added. Orders oh, whoa, look at this. Starting tomorrow, which is today, orders received will have 3 business days added to the normal shipping estimate. We expect this to improve to 1 to 2 days soon. As a result, we are removing order minimums effective immediately. Whoa, that's breaking news. Okay, we got to put this out. We got to put this out. Wow. Okay, so we're going to say breaking. So let's go back there. So they're removing their order minimums. Wow, they're removing the minimums to sell to them. Okay. Wow. Breaking APMEX removes order and sell minimums. What do you think this means? Put it in chat. What do you think this means? Too much supply? Simply catching up in response to angry customers? I'll fix it. I'll fix it. What's your take? That is very interesting, guys. That tells me probably the volume has gone down. That's what that tells me. So let's go here to notifications. And we're going to look down here real quick, see anything from you guys. Silver of Truth is saying registered inventory coverage versus open interest is sitting at just above 13%. And we are seeing massive amounts of silver leaving the COMEX vaults, 22 million in the past 11 days. Combined with China export restrictions, global industrial demand increases, increasing lease rates, large sustained east versus west spot price spread. Expect some fireworks between now and the end of March. If you're interested in having institutional grade. Okay, well, thank you for that. Thank you for that, Silver of Truth. Mike is saying, is your grandma married? Asking for a friend, if that was from that post. Vinny's saying, nothing to see here, folks. Everything's fine. Got some crying emojis from Cody. And the Sphinx is saying, not seeing it in the COMEX price. Unfortunately, the Chinese New Year is approaching. Mr. Slammy to 60. What do you guys think is going to happen? What do you guys think is going to happen as silver rebounds here? And guys, we are 3 minutes away from the danger zone. And the danger zone is every morning from 8:15 to 8:30 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. So that's going to be 1, 2, 3 candles right here. That is traditionally where we've seen in the past big attacks from the COMEX and big institutional bankers. So we'll put that right there. So that's the danger zone. We're going to watch that with bated breath. Let's go. Boop. Hey, come on. Boop. This is the danger zone roughly. I mean, it's not exact, but it's close. That's the danger zone. We're going to be watching that. Okay. And next exit, member for a month, Diamond Claws. Thank you for the support. Who in chat has Diamond Claws? Who's got them?
Diamond Claws.
How many ounces of silver would it take to make a samurai sword? This would look nice on your table. Wow. That's a good question. A lot. I'm looking at a sword in my room right now. Man. A kilo? Maybe more. A kilo, maybe more would be my guess next exit. APMEX. Turns out we do want Brokey's money. That's funny, Jimmy. Jimmy Reefer says that APMEX is like, we want the Brokey's money. I believe the refiners are finally buying silver again, says the chicken fried redneck. Thank you. I'll check that. I can call some connections I have in the industry and see. Ali saying it is a good sign that we've been consolidating around 80 for yeah, it's a great sign, Ali. I love that we're consolidating. Remember, I've been saying for like a week now, probably, I would love just to keep go sideways for a bit. Build a new base to go higher. Now, traditionally in silver, this is a pretty big consolidation. Like channel 81.85 to like 84.26, but in recent times, that volatility is not a big deal in silver anymore. We've had multiple $10 days. So I actually like that we're moving sideways and consolidating. Good morning, International Stacker and friends. This is Stormy. Good morning, Stormy. Hey, go back to the Shanghai holiday. What will happen? Low volume. Okay, so here's my take on the Shanghai holiday. First off, is the COMEX going to try to play games? Yeah, I think so. And look, the Shanghai Futures Exchange is going to be shut down February 16th to 23rd. So remember, going back to that tweet, February 26th is the D-Day for silver deliveries for intentions. So could they play games and try to temporarily smash the price down to settle those contracts? Yeah, they very well could, but I don't think it would be a long-term thing, and I don't think it will be super dramatic, because as long as the Shanghai Futures Exchange is up, right now it's at 90.54. Oh, it just opened. It just opened, and Team Red won it. It literally just opened as we were talking about it, 8:15 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. It gapped down just now to a green candle, but right now it's at 90.64. And spot price is 82. So it's an $8 premium. If they smash it too much while this is shut down, what we're going to start to see is even more physical silver going from the west to the east, being sucked out like a vacuum. Okay. So if they do that too much, we'll have all this physical silver flow out. And then secondly, so that's one reason why they can't do it too much. Secondly, though, I think we might see a lot of Asian traders, a lot of Chinese traders arbitraging, coming in while their markets are shut down, trying to take positions. So it could go anywhere. Is the COMEX going to play games? Certainly. But I don't think it's going to be catastrophic. I don't think they're going to smash us down to $20 an ounce. Then the world's going to all burn. And guess what? Even if somehow they did smash us down to $20 an ounce, do you guys know what would happen? Go to my channel, click videos latest, and go to this video here, Silver Shortage 2026, Why Physical Prices Will Explode No Matter What Paper Says. This talks about decoupling of the physical market from the paper scheme, the paper scam. So even if they did an epic smash down of crazy proportions, I believe that it would just decouple. I believe it would be true price discovery in the market. And Michael's saying, I don't like that we are in a bull flag. Or a bear flag. This is a bear flag. I lost you. I don't like that we're in a bear flag. We'll see what happens. We'll see what happens, Michael. I'm extremely bullish, ladies and gentlemen. None of the fundamentals have changed. None of the fundamentals have changed. Remember, silver is the most reflective metal. It has the best conductivity. It has some of the best thermodynamic properties. It literally has antibacterial properties. It's in Mrs. International Stacker's yoga pants. And remember, 1980 and 2011, we were in silver production surpluses. We have now been in a silver production deficit for 6+ years. And it's gotten worse every year. We hit peak silver mining production in 2016, and every year it's gone down by 1 to 3%. It's not getting better anytime soon. We produce about 835 million ounces of silver. We consume more than 1.2 billion, and now it's a critical mineral. It got put on the critical minerals list in December following the decision by China. Look, this was minted from our strategic supply in the 80s. We now have a strategic supply again. It's now a focus. There's now critical minerals going on, meetings and bilateral trade agreements and discussions on price floors. Literally, the vice president said in a speech they're looking at price floors. So I'm extremely bullish. Do not get shaken out, guys. I've been saying for over a year. You're going to need intestinal fortitude for this bull run. And as Bald Money recently said, bull markets, you're riding a bull. They can be fun, but bulls can buck, right? So we're going to this road is going to be long. It's going to be dark and full of terrors. You're going to get bumps. You're going to get bruises. It's going to be scary. People are going to panic you and say it's over. But I believe there's great rewards for those who stay the course and have the fortitude, the intestinal fortitude to push through. And guys, gals, I'm not a financial advisor, just some dude on the internet, but that's what I think. And I've been screaming from the tops of the hills since 2015? About 9 years. Let's see. What's the oldest? Let's see. This is my very first video ever. 2017 on this channel, I've been screaming about this. I started stacking in 2016. And then eventually I'm like, I should make a YouTube channel. So ladies and gentlemen, I believe there's going to be great rewards for those who can be unshaken. What is the lowest gap that we have to fill? And maybe we'll fill it on the Chinese New Year, says FLA Jose. Maybe. So we got 2 gaps to fill. One from 78.17 to 78.52, and one from 80.81 to 81.06. I was thinking yesterday we might fill it, but we didn't. Let's keep going down. Let's look at the questions in chat here. This is the perfect crab walk, says AG Farmer. How does one get these claws people are rolling with? Oh, Dark. Okay, so everyone in chat for the first time, people are playing mini games with something called claws. They're a digital currency you earn in chat. It's not a cryptocurrency. It's not a meme coin I'm pumping. It's just a fun currency in chat. The longer you stay, the more you talk, the more you interact with people, the more claws you earn. And then you can gamble them. You can play slots. You can do a pirate mission on an island called Heist. You can duel each other. It's just meant to be fun. And usually they're worth nothing. But in the last 2 mega giveaways, I have given a piece of premium silver to the people. The person who had the most claws, that's the Blind Mad Dog. He has like 1.4 million. Totally insane. And remember, I've given away over 100 ounces of silver and some copper and gold in 2025. 2026, we've given away 25 ounces of silver, pounds of copper, and some more gold. You got to be subscribed, turn on those notifications if you want a chance to win a future Megaga and win some of this treasure. And we're only 15 likes away from 400. I know we could do that. And ladies and gentlemen, we are 5 minutes into the danger zone, and we're on a red candle. So we'll see if we can survive the last 10 minutes in this danger zone here. And Ahoa in chat is saying, where do you think after this silver will settle its new base? I don't know. There's some key resistance points like Fibonacci, different aspects like this 92.21 is an important level. Up in the 90s is going to be important. Good news is we filled these gaps. Those are previous gaps. So we'll see. We'll see as we go up what it looks like. But Fibonacci retracement is a big deal for those into technical analysis. There's other like psychological numbers that are going to be important to blast through and what that looks like. It would be really nice to settle over 100 and settle in, but we might end up settling somewhere in the 90s for a while or somewhere in the high 80s for a while. Remember, ladies and gentlemen, silver was up in 2025 over 148%. And actually, I got a really good tweet I put out yesterday. Let me pull this up for you guys. One second. Uno momento. And actually, I'll be right back. I got to go say bye to the girls. I'll be right back. 30 seconds. 30 seconds. I'm back. Sorry, Mrs. IS and Ratstacker were rolling out, so I wanted to say bye to them. So let's go back here. I wanted to show you guys this tweet. Where is it? It's a great tweet, and it really puts things into perspective. I think it was yesterday, but like... These days are just blending. So much craziness. Here it is. From Gold Silver HQ, look at this. This is the last 12 months. Silver miners are up 200%. Gold miners are up 168%. Silver's up 161%. Gold's up 74%. S&P's up 14%. Bonds are up 4%. Bitcoin's down 31%. So put that in perspective. We've come a long way, ladies and gentlemen. Long way. And we're about to finish this second to last candle here in the danger zone. 45 seconds. What do you guys think it's going to be? Are you team green or are you team red? It literally just went from red to green. Let's see what happens here. And Jay Guthrie in chat saying, firstly, thanks for all of the solid DD work. Thank you. Where do you think silver price will be on December 31st? I'm coming out with my year-end prediction soon. Or I would like to say my year-end price target. My year-end price target in 2025 was 50 silver, 4,000 gold. I said that before it was cool. People ridiculed me for it. We blew past that in October. Then I revised it to $75 silver, 5,000 gold. And I said if we hit that, I believed in the first quarter of 26, we'd hit 100. All that happened. So I'm working on my price target for 2026 end of the year. It's going to take me a little bit longer. Guys, I don't just say, this is what I think because I feel this way. Like, I do research. I look at data. I look at analysis. So that's coming soon. Thank you so much to Midnight for the super chat saying, bought 5 ounces of silver yesterday. The big move has yet to come. I totally agree with you. Who bought silver in the last 40 or 72 hours? Midnight bought 5 ounces. Congratulations, Midnight. Oh, and I have a big update for you guys after you answer this question. I just realized the more they increase margins, the more it looks like a cash market. Yeah. Well, it's shaking out the shorts more than the longs when they do that, fortunately. How many yoga pants would I need to purchase to get 1 ounce? A lot. Viola is cool and all, says Stack Silver Stackleton. I love that name. But imagine robots made of silver 999 in our personal assistants. Silver would be in Tesla, humanoid robots. So mine will be a Viola upgrade. Whoa. Don't let her hear that. Get out of miners tomorrow to avoid potential downturn during the new year. Physical stack strong, so good there, says Mari W. I mean, I'm a proponent of physical silver and gold, and before I ever messed around with mining stocks, I'm like, I want to get my stack to a place where I feel comfortable, and then maybe I'll play around with the mining stocks, because my thought process there was, if this stuff is going to do what I believe it's going to do, and so far that's panning out, then those are examples of leveraged plays. Get a little bit more skin in the game there, right? So once I got to a certain spot, I did pick up some mining stocks. The majority of my positions in physical, but I do have smaller positions in certain mining stocks. Companies that I think are going to do well and have good potential, but it's extremely risky. It's like going to the casino, right? But I do think there's opportunities there to be made. So I am in some mining stocks, and let me check my portfolio. I'll give you guys a live update. Uno momento. But I'm totally out of the S&P 500 and all that. I pulled all my positions. So currently I'm up 25%. 25% on the year in my mining stocks. Okay, let's go back over here. I bought from ATMEX over a week ago, and they still say my shipping date is February 17th. Crazy. Otto. Crazy. Thank you for being a channel member. Bought 3 Eagles yesterday. Diamond Claws says matching Privada. Awesome. Congratulations. Crab Trebag says Steve. And I've spent $500 out of every paycheck on silver. Been doing so for the last 5 years and now, almost 6 years ago. Awesome, Rob. I bet you're happy. And shout out to Ali, who's been a member for over a month, saying, would you be willing to sell that silver powder you got? Ali, what are you talking about? Are you talking about this? If you want some of this, he's a channel member. He's in chat. Steely the Stacker. I don't know if he's here today, but he refines this. This is 49 fine silver crystal. He refines it and grows it with electrolysis. So look for Steely the Stacker if you want some of that stuff. I gave some away in the last Mega Gal. I'll probably give it away again. And the next one, he messaged me, so we'll see. Maro saying, appreciate the feedback, but specific question is potentially avoid minor downturn if SmackDown happens again, because minor price follows spot. It doesn't, though. Here's the thing. The price in miners that have gone up so much is still pricing silver at $40 an ounce. So as we move into the first quarter announcements for profit loss by these different companies, we could see some explosive movement, in my opinion. And again, it's priced at 40, not 80. and not where we're going. So if there's a pullback in silver, what I'm going to do is, one, I'm going to add more physical, but two, I'll add more to those positions. Remember, silver and gold stacking's for the mid to long term, guys. If you're trying to get in for a week or a couple months and triple your money and get out, you'll most likely lose. There's some opportunities. Some people are able to do it. But physical is for the mid to long term. Even the mining stocks, I consider those mid to long term with what I think is going on, okay? So keep that in mind. Now, question of the day. I'm in discussions with Reckless Metals about making these available. He produced 4 and sent them to me. I gave away 3 in the mega giveaway. Would you guys be interested in a collaboration with Reckless Metals where he keeps putting out these International Stacker battle crabs? Put battle crab in chat if you'd be interested in that. I'm in discussions with them. We'll see what happens there. I want to be a silver senator, says Kevin. Awesome. Can you explain what a naked short is, please? Yeah, so very simple. Oh, guys, and we're out of the danger zone. We're out of the danger zone, but there is a little breakdown that started in the danger zone. So basically, when you short something in the COMEX, in the physical COMEX market, you're supposed to be able to cover your short with physical silver or just buying out another position, right? And that can trickle into short squeeze, all this other stuff. So a naked short is shorting something and you don't have the resources or assets to back up that short. It's supposed to be illegal in the COMEX. And let me get you the actual definition from COMEX. 1 second. Let me get you the official definition here. Let's just see what this says. So selling assets or contracts that have not been borrowed, which is illegal. So when you're shorting something in silver, you either need to borrow, you have to borrow like long contracts to do that, or have the physical silver to back it up. And naked contracts or naked shorting is illegal. And again, it's selling assets or contracts that have not been borrowed. Fill to deliver, market impact, regulatory. Like, people go to jail over it. So a COMEX naked short is a sale of a commodity futures contract or related asset without first borrowing or owning the underlying. So that's the unique thing about the COMEX, guys, is you can borrow or own the underlying, resulting in a failure to deliver at settlement. Unlike standard shorting, because this is different, unlike standard shorting, this practice allows sellers to bet against a price without securing the asset, creating artificial liquidity. You get it? So if they're supposed to borrow it or own the underlying and they're shorting, they're saying, I have this liquidity. So that's telling the market there's all this extra liquidity that actually does not exist. So I hope that makes sense. It's a little convoluted. It's a little tough to understand. But ladies and gentlemen, we've made it out of the danger zone and we're on a BGC right now. 1,400 people on the live stream, 445 likes. Thank you so much. We're only 55 likes away from 500. And ladies and gentlemen, we are only 68 subscribers away from the next big show. That will happen at 63,400. So keep subscribing. You got to be subscribed to win my giveaways anyway. So you might as well kill 2 birds with 1 stone. See a big show and maybe win some gold and silver. Secret Silver saying naked shorts are what I wear in the war room. No! Ladies and gentlemen, channel members get access to channel member only live streams on YouTube in the war room. What happens in the war room stays in the war room, and clothing is not optional. Come on, Secret Silver. Secret Silver's got another secret, it seems like. Okay. I'm just joking, man. You're good. You're good, bro. You're good. Rock Hardly saying, at my mother's 93rd birthday party, she gave me an 1884 Morgan, which she had gotten at face value before World War II. A nice-looking addition to my stat. Congratulations, Rock. That's mega. The proud owner of 002. We love the Battle Crab. Guys, J65C in chat won Battle Crab number 2. Did it arrive? Did it arrive, JC? Did it arrive, and do you love it? Is it mega? I'm going to take another sip here of Mrs. International Stacker's coffee. 1 second. Woo. Okay, let's go back here for news. Okay, John W. APMEX bullion card seems like a great deal. 0 interest for 12 months. A nice rewards program. That's interesting. I'd have to look into that. But guys, for the love of God, do not stack beyond your means. Do not trade beyond your means. Do not get leveraged. Not a financial advisor, just some dude on the internet. So it could be great, 0 interest for 12 months, but that's how they get you. I'll pay it off, then you never do, and then bang! So be careful. What's he alluding to here? Yeah. Definitely, if you limit your demographic for a time period, you will catch up on orders and have a chance to refill your supply. Let's see how long this lasts when MMs keep dropping the price drop. What's that in response to? Okay, I'll have to dig into that more. Thank you, Variable, for putting this out. They removed sell the minimums. Sales have slowed down. NBA Economics is saying they will do their best. They may succeed, but they may fail. To be honest, I don't care. The silver price is going up either way. I've got that same sentiment to NBA Economics. Barry W saying definitely have a lot to choose from now. They must have caught up and interest has dropped 2 weeks ago. There was nothing hardly available. Now plenty. Guys, there's all kinds of reports coming out of coin shops that they are running out of silver. They're getting overrun. I just talked to the lug yesterday. He's like, dude, I'm completely out of silver. So there's a lot of stuff going in the market. There's a lot of demand out there. What excuses will be made when it's April and all this happened and nothing has changed, says Caveman? We'll see. Meant to send you this, says Cody. If you can't afford silver, then buy some tinfoil. That's funny. Jim saying APMEX wants to be the place to go to buy silver, says Jim. B-Slap is saying we're going back to linking precious metals to our currency. Maybe. Maybe B-Slap. Let's go back to here. Let's go back to here. All right, silver's pushing back up, ladies and gentlemen. We made it through the danger zone unscathed. They tried to get us at the end there, but we're at 82.71. So let's go ahead and put a few price targets on here. Let's just mark 83. And we're going to go with blue. And then this is a pretty good price target here. Bada bing, bada boom. And thank you so much for that super chat, Ali. Ali saying, love your content, IS. I try to watch every live stream I can, but since I'm in Kuwait, sometimes the stream is 3 a.m. here. Just want to say thank you. Well, thank you, Ali. And since you're in Kuwait, I'll say shukran jaziran ya habibi. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm not of Arab descent, but I spent nearly 10 years in the Middle East, mostly in Saudi Arabia. And I took Arabic in college. Okay, let's go up here. I speak a little bit of many languages. Arabic, I speak a decent amount. Thanks for the raid on Saturday night, says Chaos, Night Shrek, and Rec Show. Also, Reckless said he lost his shirt in the last war room. Can you check for it? Oh, no! Reckless left his shirt in the war room. What happens in the war room stays in the war room. My feet hurt, says no skills. All right, let's go back here to news. And guys, the name's International Stacker, coming to you live from Key West, Florida, where I'm closer to Cuba than a Walmart. 1,900 videos around the world. I do live streams around the world, not just charting, not just this stuff. We have fun. I was live streaming in Prague not that long ago, and you guys were taking me around, telling me to go to the castle. You guys sent me into a tavern that had skulls on the roof. It was crazy. But not that long ago, I was in Egypt, and you all told me to get on a camel.
Take the camel, guys. Camel cam, guys. Eshesim here.
The name Daisy.
Daisy the camel, guys. There you go. Oh, wow, look at the 3 pyramids, guys.
I mean, we have fun all over the world, guys. And here's a big question. Okay, to all my guys in the chat with significant others, 2 days. 2 days until Valentine's Day. Don't forget about that. And to all my suitors in chat, I know a girl in Poland. She's single. She works in the Germania Mint. She's got a strong arm. She stacks gold and silver all day. And she's looking for a Valentine. Who's it going to be?
Yep.
What's the robot's name?
Viola.
Viola.
Ladies and gentlemen, she's different. Who's going to be her Valentine as silver pushes higher to 82.88? We're going for our next target here of $83. We'll see if we could hit that. I kind of want another target in here. Let's see. Her makes sense. Right there makes sense. Let's set a few more targets here, guys, in case we get a little run on our hands. Okay, we're going. We're going. I'm sure we're in backwardation. 82.02. Yep, we're in backwardation by almost $1. Almost $1. We're in backwardation. This is not a drill. That's when the silver futures price is currently cheaper than the spot price. That signals tightness in the system. We're pushing for our next target here of $83. It looks like we're going to be there imminently. And Variable says you are a CIA operative. That would be fun. That would be fun, and I could use government money to stack, but I'm not. Okay, we just took out 83. We just took out our next target here, $83. Boom goes the dynamite. We're going to change this to gold and just track the high, or yellow. We're going to track the high for this trading session. We got to 83.04. Our next target for silver is 83.23. Let's check out what's going on with gold. Gold's pushing towards 5,100. Let's mark the $10 increments. So that's 90, and we'll mark 80. So our next target here is 5,080 with gold. Let's go here to the Shanghai Futures Exchange. Let's get rid of these guys. And although it gapped down, it seems to be on an upward trend here. There we go. Let's go back to here. Okay, a bunch of questions in chat. Let me get those. War Room outfit, sunglasses and shorts, says Mr. Happy Stacker. Viola is cool, says Stacker Stackleton. However, with Tesla push for humanoid robots, I can't help but feel I'm worthy of having a robot with at least 2 arms, maybe some legs. Whoa. Ali's saying, see what's happening on the Shanghai Futures Exchange. Oh, we just did that. Yeah, it's on a bit of an upward trend. There we go. Bam. Bit of an upward trend here, so we'll see if that holds up. 91.05. The high of today's session so far for the Shanghai Futures Exchange has been 91.43. We want to get back over a hundo. So let's drop this to 95. So we got 95 marked. We've got 100 marked. Guys, with the crackdowns by the Shanghai Futures Exchange, we'll see what happens. We'll see what happens. They've cracked down on a bunch of naked short sellers, a bunch of stuff going on there. Just signed up for the ATMEX TIS is the place for silver. Congratulations, Diamond Dave. Let's see. Okay, there. Okay, we got that. We got that. I do want to find you guys that tweet from yesterday. I think it's important news about Shanghai. They've been shutting down scammers. Where is it? Make sure you guys follow me on X, previously known as Twitter, for all this. And look what someone sent in, a baby gator on their dog with a crab with silver. That's from Steve. Okay, here we go. Okay, yeah, so this tweet right here is they made it so people have to actually have the physical silver to play the game. So that's that. Yep, and that's what this one's about, but that's not the one I wanted to show you. Anyways, I can't find it, but one day they suspended like six accounts on the Shanghai Futures Exchange for abnormal trading behavior. Then they did like 4, then they did like 2. Oh, someone's saying, can you explain naked shorts? We just did that, but I'll do it again. So on the COMEX, a naked short is the sale of a commodity futures contract or related asset without first borrowing or owning the underlying, resulting in a failure to deliver at settlement. Unlike standard shorting, this practice allows sellers to bet against the price without securing the asset, which creates artificial liquidity. So it's betting against it, betting that it's going to go down. Remember, if you go long, it's a green candle, you want it to go up. If you're short, it's a red candle, you want it to go down. And when you short on the COMEX, you have to have either borrowed those contracts against it or have the physical silver. So naked shorting is betting it's going to go down without having the underlying asset or borrowing. And that puts false liquidity in the market. So I hope that explains it. I know this stuff is convoluted. I get it. It could be dry too. Do you guys ever think you'd have so much fun watching red candles turn green and red? And breaking news. Breaking news. I got a live feed from the COMEX coming in right now.
Dudley! Smith! A fallen hard with one arm on the top. Oh my God. Oh no, he's not. Major choke slam.
The poor big bankers. And we're just 40. No, sorry. We're 73 likes away from 600. Keep smashing that like. And we're about to take out our get back over our last target here of 83.04. And we're about to head towards 83.23 is our next target with silver. We're going to watch that closely with bated breath. 42 now. We are still in backwardation. It's not normal to be in backwardation, but it's become quite normal in the silver bull run to be in backwardation, if that makes sense. Let's go here. Okay, let's look at the Blake breaking. Okay. Trying to find any late breaking news for you. So this is from the old pretender. Just because the Shanghai Gold Exchange and Shanghai Futures Exchange are shut down next week. Oh, do you guys want the watchouts? Put watch out in chat if you want the watchouts. Next week doesn't stop Chinese traders and their proxies from buying COMEX silver to cover their naked shorts under pressure to beat the 27th Feb Shanghai Futures Exchange deadline. Once more, the cartel wants to give them a bonus discount. Let's go back here. I had a crab yesterday, and your honor, says Nitro. Thank you, Nitro Burp. Okay, gold. Yeah, gold is looking strong, guys. Our next target, we are close. We're within a burp's distance of our next target in gold, 5,080. Our next big driver here is going to be when the stock market opens in 45 minutes. 44 minutes, actually. Do you guys want me to keep going until the stock market opens? Put keep going in chat if you want that. And let me cover the watchouts right now. So the watchouts this week, remember, February 9th, the 100-ounce contract started for COMEX. COMEX 100 contract. Let's see how it's doing. Again, this you cannot settle in silver. It's only cash settlement. And I think this is meant for small investors, us. I think this is meant to try to keep us out of the market. So very little volume. Remember, their contracts are 100 ounces. So the first day, 887 contracts, then 8,000 contracts, then 2,900 contracts. So we're going to continue to watch this unfold and see what kind of effect it has on the silver market and the COMEX as a whole. February 13th, that is tomorrow. We could see another partial government shutdown tomorrow. It should only impact the Department of Homeland Security. So just know there's a lot of political arguments and strife and uncertainty coming with that. February 13th as well tomorrow, we have the US CPI January release. So if the inflation's hotter or colder, that could affect short-term the gold and silver price. Guys, I believe, again, not a financial advisor, just some dude on the internet with crabs. I believe we're in true silver price discovery mode. So this stuff could have temporary impacts on silver and gold price, but I don't think long-term they hold much. U.S.-Iran nuclear talks are still ongoing. We still have a carrier task force up there. There's a lot going on in the Middle East. The Strait of Hormuz, that like 30% of the world's oil goes through there, I think. Let me see. Strait of Hormuz. So there's the strait. So this is the United Arab Emirates here. This is Iran here. Why does it keep changing? Why are you changing? Stop it. So I've been here. I've been to Dubai probably like 15 times when I was out here working in the Middle East. I've been to Bahrain. I've not been to Kuwait. I've been to Jordan, Al Udan. I've been to Israel. Been to Egypt. But anyway, zooming in here, this is the Strait of Hormuz. And I believe it's 30% of the oil. 20%. So 20% of the world's liquefied natural gas goes through there. and other shipping. So it's important. It's critically important. So as this unfolds between Iran and the United States, they could lay mines here. They've got fast boats where they can lay mines that are attracted to metal hulls. So they can mine this whole thing and totally disrupt shipping. So we'll see. Another major shipping is here. And I've been here to El Cairo. In Arabic, you say Al Qaira. And this is a passage here. Down the Nile River, which goes into the Gulf of Suez, down through the Red Sea, and then out here to the Gulf of Aden. So this is another important shipping route for oil. But this one's critical. I mean, this is Kuwait. Saudi Arabia uses this, the UAE. So this straight here. So that's a big issue moving forward, and that could really affect oil prices and gold and silver prices. And then next week, remember, February 16th to 23rd, China is going to be shut down for the Chinese New Year, and that's going to affect other Asian countries, other Asian markets. So we're going to watch that as silver's pushing higher, guys. We're currently at $83.04, pushing towards our next target of $83.23 on silver. And we're just $2.30 or $2, something like that, $1.80 away from our next target of gold of 5,080. Variable says, where in the Middle East? Were you in the Middle East when Benghazi embassy attack happened? I believe so. I think that was in 2013. Benghazi attack. I believe that was 2013, wasn't it? Why does it... Was it 2012? 2012. Yeah, I was in the Middle East in 2010. 2010 till the beer flew. I came back from the Middle East when the COVID was popping off. The edge of UAE is actually Oman. Thank you, Ollie. Let's go back to that. Yeah, you are right. So the UAE, this is like the border here. And then they have the border here. And this is Oman. Big ol' country here. And they've got this little sliver up here. I wonder the history behind that. What's the history behind that, Ollie? That's interesting they have that. So yeah, in this region of the world, I've been to Saudi Arabia, I've been to UAE, I've been to Bahrain. It's a little island here. Here. I've been to Jordan. I've been to Lebanon. I've been to Egypt. I've been to Turkey. Spain. France. Germany. Czech Republic. Not the Ukraine. Poland, I've been there. England. Ireland. Netherlands. Anywhere else? Yeah, been around all those places. Hence the name International Stacker. Okay, where's the most dangerous place you ever traveled? Well, when I was in Saudi Arabia, I did get pretty close to the border with Yemen on some projects, so that was pretty dangerous. That was, I mean, there's stuff going on down there currently, and there was back then with the Houthi rebels. My time I spent in Saudi Arabia, we did have a couple scuds come in and get intercepted over where I was at. So that happened there. I've been to some sketchy areas in Jordan. Every country has sketchy areas. I was over here in Côte de l'Ivoire for a little bit. Where is it? The Ivory Coast here. I went to a market there, guys. Go watch this video. It was one of the most sketchiest videos. Deep in... Go watch this video here. Buying silver deep in the African market, Ivory Coast. Let me copy that link and drop it in chat. Just watch it later. That was probably the sketchiest market I've ever been in. Honestly. I'll drop that link in chat. Why 5-minute candles instead of 1 and 3? I just prefer the 5-minute candles, especially for live streaming. Ooh, I'm a YouTube featured stream this morning, says Goodson. Thank you. Wow. I'm not sure what that means, but I like it. Guys, make sure you smash that like button. Help this get out to more people. By hitting the like button, you're literally the gold and silver Paul Revere of the internet. getting out the stream information to more people who might start stacking. And we're only 17 likes away from 600. I know we can certainly do that. After World War I, they carved it up, says Variable. Have I been to Portugal? No, the closest I've been is Spain. I went to Spain, and guys, if you ever go to Spain, oh my gosh, I was in Malaga. Beautiful. Here, it's right on the Mediterranean. Very cool. Very, very cool. Old city. And from there, if you want, you could go down here to Gibraltar. Gibraltar is still under control of the British, I think. I think it still is. And Gibraltar was important back in the day because this kind of like helped to control the flow of entities into the Mediterranean. It was important to control that. And there's monkeys here in Gibraltar. You can go, and they steal your camera. They steal purses. But the Mediterranean Sea here is beautiful. And I'm really into old Roman history and Roman times. And let me fix my coin scope here, but I'll show you guys some Roman silver denarius. There we go. So I love this era in history, and these are Roman silver denarius. These are Japanese gold and silver electrum bars. But these are literally thousands of years old. Remember, silver and gold, unlike anything else in the world, have been money for thousands of years. So I love the whole Roman era and the kingdoms or empires, and I love like researching that. Like, I'm not saying it was great. I'm sure it sucked for the people back then and that were enslaved by it. By no means am I saying that's good, but I love that history. Reading about the Roman Empire, their triumphs, their mistakes. You can learn a lot from the past. What would you tell people who've never been to other countries? Is it worth seeing other countries today? Yeah. Here's my advice. Afghan and Iraq for me, says Steve. Thank you for your service, Steve. Here's what I'll say about traveling. The things that will help you do well is, one, at the end of the day, the majority of people in the world just want to have a good time, want to get better things for their family. A lot of people are good-hearted, but in every country around the world, there are evil-hearted people. So whenever I travel, I assume every person that talks to me is trying to scam me or play an angle on me in some way. Now, is that true? No. But assuming that protects you. It's protected me from many scams. It's protected me from bad situations. So one, always assume someone's trying to scam you in some way, shape, or form. If you're a guy and some like young, pretty girl wants to come talk to you randomly, there's a reason. If you're a girl and some attractive dude just wants to come talk to you, there's probably a reason. Like, there's scams in China. I've never been to China. I've been to Japan. But there's scams in China where a young girl will come get a guy and like be like, oh, have a drink with me. And then she'll get him into a bar. They'll have a drink. And then that bar charges like astronomical prices for that drink. So it's a scam. And if you refuse to pay, they like threaten you. So there's scams everywhere. So assume everyone's going to scam you. But enjoy it. Every country, every place has its pluses and minuses. And if you follow the rules of stupid, it should keep you out of trouble. Don't do stupid things at stupid times with stupid people. So don't do stupid things at stupid times with stupid people. Like, don't be out. Nothing good happens after midnight. Don't be out walking the street alone. Don't go out and get inebriated to where you can't watch yourself. There's scams in South America where they literally will drug you and have you empty out your ATM. Okay, we just took out our next target in gold. So out of all my travels, those are the things that's kept me safe. But I've really enjoyed it. Be safe and register with the embassy. So you register with if you're from the United States, anytime you travel, register with the U.S. Embassy and put the dates you're going to be in the country. And then they will update you with alerts. So if something pops off in the country, like I was in Turkey. I was in Turkey when I was in Turkey and left like 8 hours before the coup started. What was that, 2015 or something, or 16? So because I was registered, I was getting emergency alerts to my email and my phone. So you need to register. Nothing will probably happen, but if something does, you'll get emergency alerts, information, updates. So that's another good thing to do. Audio needs fixing, says TXM. Is my audio okay, guys? I think my audio is okay, but randomly someone would say the audio is not good. Yeah, that Turkey trip was intense. I lived in London for a year back in 23-24, says Ollie, and I used to love it there. But it's not like it was before. Always felt so unsafe there. Yeah, London has become unsafe. I've been to London maybe 5 times. That was solid knowledge and wisdom. Something tells me I will be traveling the world soon. Guys, if you're going to travel and you're going to a country, feel free to email me at internationalstacker@gmail.com. And if I've been to that country, I've been to like 30-something countries. If I've been there, I can give you guys advice or at least give you some general advice for traveling. So if you're going to be traveling, just email me at internationalstacker@gmail.com. And I'd be happy to answer questions. I work through all the emails from you guys. I answer questions. Give my personal opinion. Remember, I'm not a financial advisor. Okay, we're pushing higher here on Shanghai Futures Exchange. Look at that. We're up to 91.76. And ladies and gentlemen, we're just 30 minutes away from the next major indicator here, the next major market mover, which is going to be the stock market opening. It's always low compared to other channels. Always have to max out my earbuds. Really? Huh. Okay, well, how about this? After this stream, I'll work on trying to raise the general volume. I think if I did it now, it might mess things up. But thank you for that feedback. But you guys can hear me. I'm good, right? I'm good right now. If anyone ever comes to North Wales, hit me up. I'd be happy to advise. Nice. You have to come, or you should come to Kuwait. You'll love the food here, says Ali. I loved Capsa in the Middle East. I loved Capsa. I loved Jerash up in Jordan. That was good. Premium to Shanghai Futures Exchange is under $10 now. Kind of surprised it isn't higher right now. I mean, it's been about $8 for the last week. That's kind of the status quo right now. It's been about $8. So we'll see what happens. And some people are saying the volume's perfect. I'll figure it out. I'll figure it out. You have my commitment on that. TXM, it wasn't like that until around Sunday, but we can hear you. Oh, well, you guys, I moved my whole setup for the mega giveaway, so I might have hit a setting or something. So after the stream, I'll figure it out. I'll be able to pump it up more. 100% embassy registration. We were in Amsterdam in 2018, just arriving at the train station when the terrorist attack happened on our platform. Got notified. Awesome, Julian. And I'm happy you weren't victim to that. I'm moving to the Philippines this year, says Lone Ranger. Awesome. Lone Ranger, if you're staying in the Philippines, it might have been you I was talking with recently, but some countries, they don't trade silver like we do here or other countries do. So if you're going to go there to live, you might consider changing your silver stack into gold. Not a financial advisor, but just look into that before you make that commitment. You don't want to end up there with a huge stack and then nobody wants it. Would you ever consider going to China, says Floyd Lawton? Yeah, I do want to go to China. The geopolitics right now are crazy. Things would have to calm down because they have kept Americans there and not let them leave. But I want to see the Terracotta Army. I want to see the, what is it, the Forbidden Palace. I want to see the Great Wall of China. I want to do all that. I'll fix it. Have Rat Stacker learn sign language, and then you can put her up a little picture of her in the corner, and she could go to town while you talk. That'd be funny, Jay. I watch from the laptop, and it's 5x5, says variable. The Jurash you mentioned is actually from Kuwait. Wow. Well, then I'm sure I'd love it even more in Kuwait. Yeah, I love Jurash. I love Capsa. Shawarmas are okay, but Capsa's delish. You can get Capsa with chicken. That's my favorite. You can get it with lamb, and you can also get it with camel. And camel in Arabic is hashi. That's what it's called, hashi. I will fix the audio. You have my commitment. Okay, we'll go here. 61.1 ounces of silver to every ounce of gold. And we have a daily high in the Shanghai Futures Exchange now of 91.84, headed to 92. Let's just mark prophylactically 93. And let's just prophylactically mark 94. Prophylactics, you know, want to be safe. Let's go here and see if there's any messages from you guys. Guys, do you want me to stay till the stock market opens in 26 minutes? If you do, put NYSE in chat. That's exactly what I said, but after that, it's game over. Says pray for retribution. Snowman here saying Shanghai futures price per gram in yuan is as of 12:55 a.m. Australia time. Jay Ford's crying. Eagle premiums are off the charts. Yeah, they are big time. APMEX wants to be the place to buy silver. Silver metal. Your silver. Our silver. My silver. That's funny. Only thing I can think of is removing minimums, in my opinion, doesn't scream too much supply. It screams they were overwhelmed and are now catching up. I'm guessing you don't get shipping delays and angry customers in an oversupplied market. Good point, Geoff. Good point, Geoff. Okay, so let's go here. Let's go back to news. So Wall Street Bull saying game over. China just pulled the plug on manipulators. This actually happened the other day. Yeah, yesterday. The Shanghai Futures Exchange dropped the hammer. Hedging quotas for outsiders, JPM, CME, are now zero in delivery months. The paper shorting game is dead. China is forcing the world to pay the physical price. So we'll see what happens there. Wow, and a big shout out to Pebbles. Pebbles just became Diamond Claws. Check out your new custom channel member emojis. And remember, all channel members get access to channel member only live streams in the War Room. What happens in the War Room stays in the War Room. And I will be doing a War Room today. So channel members, watch out. I'll be doing a War Room today at the end of the day, most likely. I'm not sure if I'm going to do a general live stream yet. It just depends on what the market's doing, but I might. But channel members, we will be doing a War Room. And a big shout out to all the Diamond Claws members on the chat. Big thank you for your support. And the question is in chat, who in chat has Diamond Claws?
Diamond Claws.
Okay, and Mr. JMS is saying it's just a general volume level. So it's good volume, good quality, just low. Okay, I'll work on that. Guys, in the Diamond Claws videos, we used to think the elderly lady behind was a Karen. But I think someone pointed out she might be a crustacean. Watch. She puts her hand up, but then she closes it like a crab claw. Watch her in the background. Look. Closed. Watch. I'm going to show you again. Hand open. Closed. Look at that.
Diamond Claws.
Is she actually a crustacean? Is she not a Karen like we first suspected? What do you guys think? Put crustacean or Karen in chat. What do you guys think? Crustacean or Karen? At first, I thought she was totally a Karen. Oh, nice. This is a good... Okay, so look at this. The next few months will be exciting for silver companies and investors. Silver investors are running out of the commodity exchanges, and silver mines are posting record profits. Here are some upcoming earnings dates. Okay. So these are all major companies. So Pan American Silver, one of the majors... February 18th, they announced their earnings. First Majestic, that's another major. February 19th, I own some First Majestic. Not a financial advisor, just some dude on the internet, but I'll tell you which ones of these that I own. They announced on February 19th. Helka announces February 18th. I do own some Helka. Fortuna, February 18th. I do own some Fortuna. Endeavor, March 2026. I had Endeavor. I don't remember if I still have Endeavor or not. I have to look. CDE, I do have some CDE. Late February, early March. America's Gold and Silver around March. So there's big announcements coming for earnings. So we'll see what happens there. And whoa! Big shout out to Ali. Shukran Jaziran. He just gifted 5 international stacker memberships, and those went to the Bailey Bunch, Steven Chanos, Tim K. Nip, Tom's, and Pop Copy. Congratulations. You all just got free International Stacker memberships. Say thank you to Ali in chat and check out your new custom channel member emojis. And remember, all channel members get access to channel member only live streams in the War Room. What happens in the war room stays in the war room. Clothing is not optional. And David Epstein, thank you so much for the super chat. Really appreciate it, saying, good morning, stackers. She could be in the process of molting, says Sublime Mad Dog. That's funny, Sublime. That is funny. Guys, look at us pushing on silver. We just took out our next target. Okay, things are definitely heating up. 83.43 on silver. Our next target is 83.53. We are just 10 cents away from that. Let's check gold. Gold's just like, I'm just going to chill here for a little bit. Let's check Shanghai Futures Exchange. Shanghai Futures Exchange just hit a daily high of 91.94. All eyes on silver. Here we go. We're pushing for our next target here. The stock market opens in 20 minutes. What do you guys think is going to happen when the stock market opens? Are we going up or down? And channel members, that looks like a BGC. All the new channel members, you have the BGC emoji. You got to drop it. It stands for Big Green Candle. And we're just 50 likes away from 700. I know we can do it, ladies and gentlemen. And oh my goodness, we are just 58 subscribers away from 63,400 subscribers in the next big show. Who wants to see a big show? Some say you haven't lived until you've seen one. And the COMEX is fighting back here with a little bit of a red candle. But there's something we do on this channel that works 90% of the time. Every time, some scientists say, I was live streaming from Boca Raton, Florida, roughly translated as the rat's mouth, and you all told me to call a gator.
Okay, I'm going to try to do the baby gator noise. Here we go. How do you do the baby gator noise? I don't know. Whoa, whoa, what was that? It was a giant lizard just jumped. That thing was massive. I thought I actually summoned an alligator for a second there.
Okay, that tiny lizard in the end was just a joke. It was actually a big ol' iguana. A big ol' iguana that jumped and gave me a heart attack. Big heart attack. Let's go back here. So, I'm just going to retweet that. I put this tweet out this morning. We're down to 98 million ounces on the COMEX now that are eligible for delivery. The Happy Hawaiian says, while other markets experience big volatility, silver stands out with its 2% gain over the last month. Slow and steady, low volatility, basically a bond at this point. That's funny. Fed's hammock, gold and metal price rise could be related to inflation. You think? Look at this. From this is No Limit, and they put out before the stock market opens. So they're saying major update. Insider selling is accelerating. Proposed sales 1.7 billion, actual sales 1.8 million, buys 376,000. To put that in perspective, for every $1 of inside buying, there's over 4,600 in selling. So we'll see what happens when the stock market opens. Is it going to go down? Brent says stocks I also follow is Helka, First Majestic, Avino. Oh, I have Avino. Not financial advisor, just some dude on the internet. ASM, USAS, whom was recently funded to expand mining operate. Yeah, I put out a tweet about USAS earlier as well. I was going to look into them. I don't own any of them. I was going to look into them. And then, yeah. Raton means mouse. Rata means rat. Yeah, it's rat. Boca. Oh, raton means mouse? No. Don't do it to me. I need it to be rat. Don't do this to me. Mouse! Okay, mouse rat, close enough. Ever thought about creating a site to buy, sell, swap silver for your subs? Like, they only have access to that platform, says Bald Silver Eagle. No. I thought raton was a way to conjugate rata. Look at this, guys. The DXY down big time today. Actually, I mean, if you zoom out, it's not that big, but it continues the downward trend of the dollar. Look at that. When the dollar goes down, traditionally gold and silver have positive pressure up, bullish pressure. When it goes up, traditionally there's bearish pressure down. But we're not in traditional times. Okay. I'm going to have to lobby the Spanish-speaking countries of the world to change raton to mean rat. That's what I've got to do. Estimated silver ownership by population. Which one are you guys? Which one are you? The hobbyist, consistent stacker, serious accumulator, dedicated silver bug, the heavyweight, the monster box, will? What are you? Okay. Let's go back to the price action. I was talking to a stacker yesterday who has over 22,000 ounces. That's over a ton. How many troy ounces in 1 ton? So a U.S. ton, that's 29,000. So it's on. But what about a metric ton? 32. Okay, so I mean it's close to a ton, but not quite. I wanted 1 metric ton, 32,000 ounces. 22,000 ounces, guys. That's over $1.8 million at current spot prices. Orangutan stacker status here. That's awesome, TX. And let's go to gold. So we got a little bit of downward pressure on gold and silver, which is interesting because the DXY is dropping. Stock market opens here in 13 minutes and 30 seconds. What's going to happen? Do you collect monster boxes? I mean, I've had a monster box in the past, but I liquidated it at the beginning of COVID because I lost my current my project I was on at the time because, you know, the world was melting. So I sold a monster box of Eagles, and it was funny because at the time on the internet, Yankee Stacking and Silver Dragons were both racing to see who could have a monster box of Eagles first, and I knew that. So I started selling off the monster box to both of them. I was doing what the bankers do, and I was feeling both sides of the battle. And then I was starting to put little funny notes in them and stuff. It's all on video in the past. It's funny. So I was arming both sides of that conflict. It was totally funny. Okay, let's go here. Caught up, says Jake. Okay. Shanghai lives to vault another day. Shanghai Futures Exchange scrounges up a few ounces of silver, remains on silver live support. So just as the COMEX has been draining, guys, the Shanghai Futures Exchange has been draining as well. But it looks like they added 242,000 ounces today, but they've been losing millions. They're at 11.2 million ounces. That's like barely off their record lows. Okay. A man who understands geopolitics, arming both sides of the conflict. Yeah. You were the pre-Iron Man Stark Industries of silver. Thank you. That's funny. Yeah, that's what the bankers do. They make money on both sides. I was in Cuba a couple years ago, says Intl-Stacker. Loved it there. Have you been? Do you have any Cuban silver? I actually do have Cuban silver. 1 second. Okay, it's too hard to get right now, but I do have a bag of Cuban silver. I've never been there. But I am currently in Key West, Florida, where I am closer to Cuba than a Walmart. Literally. Literally. 1,200 people on the stream. Thank you so much. We're only 7 likes away from 700. Keep please smashing that like button. It helps the channel immensely. And again, a big shout out to all the new channel members. I will be doing a war room later today for all channel members. What happens in the war room stays in the war room. And shout out to all the Diamond Claws members in chat. Really appreciate y'all. You are all mega. I'm going to be redesigning these soon. So thank you so much. All the Diamond Claws. Who's got them?
Diamond Claws.
Yes. Go big or go home. Monster box is the goal, says Brent. Cost average stacking. Need a monster box for each finger and toe. Woo, 10 would be amazing. Or 20. It's Maggie saying, I spent so long listening at 1.5x speed to catch up. You sound like you're smoking the devil's lettuce when I finally hear you at regular speed. That's funny. I'm glad you caught up. Wow! Ladies and gentlemen, T-Man Gaming making it rain. Gifted 5 international stacker memberships, and those went to MJS Soccer Solutions, Kellen, The House GT, JC Garcia, or no, Giselle Garcia, and Mr. Blue. You all just got free memberships from T-Man Gaming. Make sure you say thank you to T-Man Gaming. Check out your new custom channel member emojis down below. And I'll be seeing you later today in the war room. What happens in the war room stays in the war room. Clothing is not optional. Very cool. Don't smoke the devil's lettuce. Stack the devil's metal, says Jimmy Reefer. There you go. Yeah, I've been to Amsterdam 2 times, and I did not smoke the devil's lettuce. Not my thing. If it's your thing, cool. Not my thing. I did try some whiskey. I do like whiskey and bourbon. I'm not a big drinker, but from time to time, I like to sample. We did pop champagne. Oh, I got the updates. We popped champagne here live when we broke $100 an ounce. And SGT Stacking, a silversmith, much like Paul Revere, who was a silversmith. He made me this Thor's hammer. He made me this crab for the channel. Look at that, Crustacean Nation. He made me this bad boy right here. He has the cork in possession. He is doing the prototype on Monday. And he also has the first 20 ounces of silver in possession. I'm getting the silver corks made. If you want a silver cork, if you want a copper cork, I'm going to be announcing soon how to register to secure them. So I'm going to be making numbered, limited edition silver corks to commemorate that time. It's going to be probably about 4 ounces. So it's not going to be cheap. It's going to probably be 4 ounces-ish, somewhere around $400 to cover shipping, materials, all that stuff. But just know, the silver corks are coming. They're going to be stamped with the date that we broke $100 an ounce live on stream. I'm also going to commission a number of them in copper. So if you don't want to pony up the amount of cash it's going to take to get the silver version, you can still be part of the party and get a copper version. So that's coming soon. Prototype is being poured on Monday. Thanks for all the rad content, says Canistacker. I've learned a lot and had a blast watching your videos. Thank you so much, and thank you for that super chat. Really appreciate it. North Carolina in the house. Nice. What countries do we have in the house? I know we have U.S. I know we have Canada. I know we have the U.K. What countries are in chat? Where are you at in the world? Is Antarctica in the house? So gold's on a green candle after getting a little bit of a smackdown. Silver's on a green candle, starting to do a little bit of coiling here. Yeah, if you would buy a silver one, put silver in chat. If you would buy a copper one, put copper in chat. They're going to be numbered. So we got Mars. Whoa. We got Aussies here. We got UK in the house. South Africa. I worked with some South Africans in the Middle East, and they taught me some Afrikaans, but I don't remember any of the words. We got Germany. Sprechen Sie Deutsch? We've got West Coast Canada. Poland. Yelena Gore. Guys, Daniel K is in the house, and he lives in the same city where Viola lives. Someone's on the moon. Whoa. Australia. Where in the world is the International Stacker San Diego? That's a playoff Carmen San Diego. I'm on Planet Tequila right now. Wow. Okay, so we got people saying they would get silver. We got people saying they get copper. I'm just trying to make sure to make enough but not overproduce. It's going to be a limited mini mintage. Maybe 50 and 50. I don't know. Maybe 50 silver, 50 copper. Maybe 25 silver, 25 copper. I don't know. I'm going to probably put out a Google form to ask people that want one so I can like make sure that we get enough for people, but I don't end up sitting on 10,000 corks. A gold cork would be amazing, but I'm not going to be doing any of those. Man, 4 ounces of that would be like a $20,000 cork. We got Ontario in the house. International Space Station with David. Whoa. Oh, we got Argentina in the house. Argentina, I think, literally means silver, doesn't it? I think it is. Yeah, silvery, land of silver. So we got the land of silver in the house. We got Vermont in the house. Texas. International Stacker, how much did it cost you to have the crab dance video made? And what is the difference between the colors on the diamond claws, please? The crab dance, I made that, Iggy. I've got a background in audio, video editing, music creation from my early years. So I used all those skills, put it to the test. So I made all that. There's no significance on the different colors here. It's just diamond claws encrusted with jewels. So there's no difference. Germanium Mint Yelena Goro is currently employing as Viola. Needs some help. They're getting very busy. I'm sure they are, Daniel. That's good. It's awesome they're bringing jobs there to Poland. And for those who don't know, the Germanium Mint, everything is done there in Poland. They do their own packaging. They do everything. Annealing. They do everything. Creation. They even get the silver from a mine in Poland. That's pretty cool. So when you buy from the Germanium Mint, you're getting actual Polish silver. I thought that was cool. Jay's running off to work. Good to see you, Jay. Okay, guys, we are 3 minutes away. 3-minute warning from the stock market opening. Actually, yeah, 3 minutes. What's going to happen? Are we going to go up in silver price or are we going to go down? Put it in chat right now. Let me know what you think. And we're only 75 likes away from 800. I know we could do it. Keep smashing that like. And ladies and gentlemen, we're only 58 subscribers away from the next big show at 63,400. Make sure you're subscribed. If you think you're subscribed, you might not be. YouTube will randomly unsubscribe different people to see if they resubscribe again. It's like a QA check they do, which is lame. So if you think you're subscribed, make sure you're subscribed. And if not, I hope it's been fun enough this morning to earn your subscription. I had over 750,000 unique people watch the channel last month. Isn't that crazy? 750,000. Please subscribe. 20, thank you for the super chat saying, what does natural silver out of the ground look like? Do you have any? I do not. Sometimes you can't see it, and they have to just smash it and get it out with chemicals. But, I mean, it would look close to this. It can be shiny, too. Like, this is refined silver. This is 4.9's fine refined silver. Crystal. But it could be shimmery, or it could be like a dull color. It just depends. It depends on how rich it is, the percentage of silver. Because remember, you don't get silver or gold out of the ground at 999, you know? You got to refine it. Okay, guys, we are going to be open on the stock market in a minute and 20 seconds. Some of you think it's going to go up. Some of you think it's going to go down. What do you think? Are you team green or team red? Let's put the arrows on the chat. Are you team red? Or are you team green? Let us know. Green or red? Your feature stream on YouTube this morning says good. Thank you. Goodson, can you take like a screenshot or something? Can you? Check out Ciro Gordo Mine and YB. He finds and refines it. Oh, nice. So let's go to YouTube. See Ciro Gordo. Here we go. Actually, it's just raw silver.
These two rocks are galena. Galena is where silver comes from. This is a silver bar. Galena is a very different color because it's 89% lead. And 1 ton of this would get 20 ounces of this.
So that's fun. So there's a little shot there. And galena, I put out a tweet yesterday about a galena. 2 companies, one that mines galena. Oh, what was it? Okay, I'm getting distracted here. We just opened Team Green's taking it. This candle's 5 minutes long. Sorry, I'm getting distracted on galena. I watch MMLC on YouTube. He does mostly gold mining, but some silver also. Nice, Floyd. I want to check that out. Guys, I floated this idea in the past. What if I was to buy a mining claim somewhere in the United States and any subscriber could go there if they wanted and pan for gold? Would that be fun? I don't think I'll actually do it, but I just thought that would be something fun to do. International okay, I read that one. Whoa! Guys, native silver stacker making it rain. Literally making it rain on the Goblin. Yes. Gifted 5 international stacker memberships. And those just went to Moon, Pame, DTS coins, William Girl. Congratulations. Oh, and one more. Crypto manipulation trader. You all just got free international stacker memberships. Check out your custom channel member emojis down below. And I will be doing a channel members only live stream later in the war room today. What happens in the war room stays in the war room. Clothing's not optional. Whew. Check out native wire silver specimens. They're sick. Native wire silver specimens. Native wire silver specimens. Oh, look at this.
This is a specimen of native silver and calcite from
Look
the
at that.
Cobalt Mining District in Ontario, Canada.
Look at that.
The pink color of the calcite is caused by cobalt. Minerals closely associated with this region's silver ore include cobalt.
So there you go. Whoa, look at this.
This is a piece of native silver and calcite combo specimen, about 13 centimeter high, from Shandong, China.
Whoa. Well, there you go. There you go. It would be nice in Florida was a decent state for gold mining, but alas, the best you're going to do is a metal detector in public beach. Yeah, that's the best gold you'll find in Florida. Although, you know what weirded me out, guys? I grew up on the West Coast, and I got used to pine trees being up at altitude, like in the mountains. And in Florida, literally, you have pine trees at sea level. It's crazy. Check out native wires. Okay, I did just check them out. Have you seen Kelsch Gold? He has a placer claim. People can go on. You should open one. Awesome. My best friend is from Cobalt, Ontario. Nice. The Silver City. North Carolina has gold panning, says Raven Rose. You know what I've always wanted to do as well? Okay, here's 2 things I've always wanted to do. I've always wanted to own my own castle, like in Europe somewhere, and just refurbish it. And then also, too, I've always in the United States wanted to own an old ghost town. How sick would that be? Would you guys come to the ghost? Say if I bought a ghost town that you could mine, you could pan for gold on it, and then I did some big like annual like camp out, 2 days of activities, free gold and silver scavenger hunts, and we mine for gold. That would be fun. With all the fake silver out there, do you think casino strikes are good buys? By casino strikes, do you mean Mahran? Do you mean casino strikes? Do you mean silver casino chips? Is that what you mean? Guys, get yourself a pocket pinger. I got one around here somewhere. I don't know where it went. Ah, here it is. It's made by Sound Money. He subscribes to the channel. He's been a long-term channel supporter. I've got videos with them. This is the pocket pinger. Link is in the description below. It's only $39. It can tell you if a gold or silver coin is real or fake. Listen. It comes with a free phone application that looks at 5 points of frequency. It's a lifesaver. 39 bucks. It finds one fake coin. It's paid for itself. Link in the description below. 39 bucks. Cheapest price on the internet. And it helps support the channel. So thank you. Certainly there are some abandoned silver mines for sale. Oh, yeah, for sure. Group buy, Jimmy says. That would be epic. Yes, the silver gaming tokens from the 80s and 90s. Yeah, I mean, the thing you got to remember is it's not all silver weight. So if you're buying them, make sure you're buying them for actual silver weight. Some of them can be highly collectible. But in general, if you go to try to sell them to like a local coin shop or something, they're just going to pay you spot or maybe under spot because they might just send them off to a refiner. I was on the live stream Sunday night where someone said they got crabs from you. That's so funny. What channel was that on IBG? Curious. What live stream was it? Okay, stock market is open. And look at this big green candle, guys, on the volume. That is a BGC. Look at that, guys. So it's pretty big. It's not as big as the volume here, but that's a pretty big first candle here. So Team Green took it. Let's see what continues to unfold here with the silver price. Currently trading at 83.18. Our next target in silver we're headed for is 83.53. Gold switching from has started on a green candle, is switching a red to green right now. Our next target there is 50.83. We're currently at 50.67. Shanghai Futures Exchange continues to trade, and it's going up. Its daily highs at 92.36 is currently trading at 92.05. So we'll see what happens there. Did I get these questions? Yeah, Ali, thank you for that chart. I'm going to work it into something, so thank you for that. I'm just looking to make sure I'm not missing any comments from you guys. I think I'm good there. Silver Ram saying they finally raised the price of silver enough where people are going to other websites. They skimmed all the easy suckers they could. That's what he says. Gary Croft, International Stacker, only 3 contracts today. Someone has nobbled them. Interesting. Thank you for that, Gary Croft. C. Did says, own the metal and sit back and don't care about the obvious paper games. Supply and demand are something paper won't fix. You know, that's a very valid comment. With this stuff right here, guys, physical silver, you have 0 counterparty risk. What does that mean? It means, and again, not a financial advisor, just some dude on the internet with crabs. It means that this stuff can't be margin called. This stuff can't be automatically liquidated by an exchange. If a company goes bankrupt, you still have 100 ounces. If the price goes to 1 cent or $100,000, it is still 100 ounces of silver. That's the beautiful part of it. So just make sure it's in a safe place. Make sure you're protected. But in terms of the market and liquidity, it's got 0 counterparty risk. I love these old Inglehards. Look at these. Woo. Beauties. Beauties. Okay, in chat, IBG is saying, stack that gold. Small channel. He needs a crab raid. Oh, stack that gold. Let's see. Let's see. Stack that gold. At the end of my streams, guys, I try to do a crab raid to small channels. It doesn't look like he's live, though. They got to be live. Let's go back here. Let's make sure. But anyways, we try to find a small channel, which this would be, and we go in the live stream. We all smash the like button. It's up to you if you want to subscribe. The only time I say, please subscribe, is if they're close to like 1,000, because that gets them monetized. But you like the stream, and we fill the chat with a bunch of crabs, but they've got to be live. So let's see who's live right now. So let's go here. Let's go live. Ida's live. We've crab rated her a bunch. I'm trying to find, like, I would like to find a new creator. So we're not ending the stream yet, but if you guys know a small creator that is live currently, share it in chat, and maybe we'll crab raid them when we're ready. What are the watch outs for this week? Tiffany said. I went over them a little bit earlier, but just really quickly. Tomorrow is another possible government shutdown, but it would only be for the Department of Homeland Security. Also tomorrow, U.S. CPI inflation data comes out. Next week, 16th to 23rd, all of China shut down the Shanghai Futures Exchange. So that's gonna be a thing. Currently trading at 92.07. And then we got geopolitical issues going on with like Iran, nuclear talks. We got a whole carrier task force group there. So those are the main watchouts for the rest of the week. I'll have new ones for next week. Robert Woldry, thank you so much for the super chat saying, when the grid is down, paper silver doesn't exist. Yeah, definitely. That's why I'm an advocate of getting your physical gold and silver. Getting this stack to a place where you're happy. And that's what I did before I even ever looked at getting into physical silver or paper silver and like stocks. The stock or the miners, the mining companies. How is your stack protected? It's protected, Ali. Don't worry about it. The one thing I'll tell you is I keep it inside my pet alligator. If you don't hold it, you don't own it. Yeah, I love that sentiment, Robert. I totally agree with it. See if there's any breaking news here. Whoa, look at this. Is this real? A bathroom cleaning robot? I hope they decontaminate this thing if that's true. We covered this earlier. The global uncertainty index. It's hot, record high. It surpassed the Iraq War, 2008 Great Financial Crisis, Eurozone crisis, COVID-19 trade war. It's at an all-time high. I'm trying to find any late breaking news for you guys. Look at that. Beauty. Beauty. Gold 2-hour chart, quick drop and rally, saying Rashad. He's one of our favorite technical analysts we follow here. Let's see if he's saying anything about silver. I would expect a slingshot to sub 80 and quick recovery. Oh, Rashad thinks silver might go sub 80 and then a quick recovery. Well, if it does that, if it goes sub 80 and a quick recovery up, it would fill this gap and possibly that one. So we'll see what happens there. We'll see. That's the great thing about physical. You can just hold it and laugh. Hold it and laugh. Did anybody find any small creators that are live? Please put at International Stacker. Your stack is an alligator, and it has a baby gator that we use for the baby gator call.
Okay, I'm going to try to do the baby gator noise. Here we go. How do you do the baby gator noise? I don't know. Whoa, whoa, what was that? It was a giant lizard just jumped. That thing was massive. I thought I actually summoned an alligator for a second there.
Some scientists say 90% of the time, every time that works, and taking a red candle, making a green, or making a green candle to a BGC. We'll see what happens here. Silver's currently trading at 83.32. And we got 15 likes away from 800. Please smash that like button. I really appreciate it. And guys, we are only 53 subscribers away from the next big show, 63,400. I'm sure we can do that. And Becky's got to run. Good to see you, Becky. Thank you for the support. Hopefully I see you later in the war room. All channel members, we will have a war room later today. Did we crab raid Indian AI guy? No, not that I remember. I'm not trying to raid an AI channel, though. Small creators. And we're pushing here on silver. Let's see what we can do. Yeah, I don't see any small creators on right now. I mean, I guess it is the middle of the day. I guess it is the middle of the day. Or, I mean, the middle of the morning. Smooth Trader is live. Queen City Picker. Okay, let's check that. Queen City Picker. Oh man, the audio is glitching. Do you guys hear the stream music? It's glitching. Hold up, let's switch this. Hold up. Is the music glitching for you guys? Is it glitching for you guys? Oh my gosh, the music is glitching for me hardcore. Is it glitching for you guys? Wow. My voice is glitching? Okay, 1 second. Let me fix this interface. Hold up, 1 second. Can you hear me now? I think I fixed it. Can you hear me now? 1, 2, 3, 4. Can you hear me now? Okay. So Queen City Picker is live.
Executive.
So we could possibly do them. We have not done Queen City Picker. So I'll leave them up as a candidate for the crab raid. What do you guys think? And yeah, we crab raided his friend the other day, so it'd be kind of fun to crab raid him. So they might be. Let's see here. They might be a good candidate. That's the thing with YouTube, guys. Everything, your equipment could be working fine, everything's good, and then you're live, and then all of a sudden it goes, something happens. There you go. Okay, cool. All right, I got that set. So when we do end the stream and we do go to a crab raid, it should take you guys automatically. If it doesn't, when it's that time, I will drop the link in chat. You go as well. And remember, we drop crabs in the chat, and we like the video. Up to you if you want to subscribe or not. But we like the video and drop crabs in chat. And it's meant to be a blessing. It's meant to help out small creators. It helps the algorithm look at them. I love to amplify voices on gold and silver. Rising tides raise all ships. So if you're ever watching a video on gold and silver and you like it, and I know people that never like videos on YouTube. They just don't like it. It's their thing. But I would implore you, if you like gold and silver content for any of creators, not only just me, if you just simply like it, if you share it, if you leave a comment, all that stuff helps greatly. I remember being a small content creator. It took me a year and 100 videos to get my first 100 subscribers. Yeah, that was rough. News SX is live and has 2 viewers. Who's that? News SX. News SX has 1.5 million. 1.5 million subscribers. Okay, guys, it's going to be a sideways action day, probably for the rest of the day. We might have a little rally afternoon. I think what we're going to do now is I'm going to continue editing videos and getting stuff ready for you. So everyone watching right now, thank you so much for tuning in. We're going to go immediately as soon as I end the stream and go do a crab raid. And channel members, I will be live doing a war room later today. I might have a general live stream, maybe market close. If you guys want market close live stream, put market close, and then I'll probably do a war room. So to everyone not coming to the crab raid, I'll say CYOTNO. Catch you on the next one. We're going to go right now to raid that channel. And again, when I hit end here, it should take you guys automatically. And I am going to drop that link in chat here. It's time to have fun on a crab raid. Here it is. I'll see you guys there right now. 3, 2, 1.